was performing on the floor exercise. Tatiana Lysenko of the Soviet Union was getting ready to go on the beam. She is the all-around World Cup champion, tied for second after the first rotation.
And prepare yourself for this mount. It is extremely difficult. She'll perform 3 layout step-outs right in a row. The first one up to the beam, followed by 2 more. Look at that. It's a tuck back, but she kicks out right there and swings down. She is in a great position to try and lock herself in the top 3, particularly with Bontas 9.887. Really opened up a slight margin there for her.
Again, this is going on while Shannon Miller was performing on the floor exercise. You can hear the music in the background.
She doesn't quite have the perfect form that we see on a Boginskaya. Legs aren't completely locked out. Toes aren't extremely pointed. Beautiful leap, though, showing full extension. Here comes her dismount. The same as Boginskaya, a double back. Oh, no. Oh, what a fluke. Her right foot missed the beam on the round-off takeoff. This will drop her well out of the top 3.
Now let's take a look at the difference between hitting it just right and tragedy. Her foot slips off the end of the beam by less than an inch. This is a tough crash. Wow, she appears to be okay.
Her score, a 9-4-1-2. And Kim Zemesco getting ready now for the uneven bars with Bella Carolla, her coach. They train together in Houston, Texas.
I don't know. I think all of us have grown up a bit faster than most kids our age because of what we have to go through. But, you know, inside we're still little kids, I guess. And that looks brilliant. I hope it's good. Luckily, all of us get along really well, and we're all going through the same thing, so we help each other.
Kim and her teammates spent the summer in intense training at Bella Carolla's ranch outside of Houston. It was 3 months away from friends and family, but Kim's one of the lucky ones.
I don't know how like the other girls do it, you know, staying away from their parents. But, you know, because my parents have helped me a whole lot in my gymnastics, you know, just being there for me.
Kim's parents are in the stands as she's ready to go now on the uneven bars.
This is Kim's most improved event. Anybody who's watched her over the last couple of years has seen her release moves get higher and higher above the bar. Here comes her first one. The Ginger, fly away with a half twist. And here comes her second release move, reverse hex. Dismounts a pike double back. Very nice height. Good amplitude on the dismount. And slight, look how she fought for that landing. Really stuck it and then stepped back immediately to salute the judge.
She really has improved a great deal on uneven bars. Watch the height on this release move. She's way up above the bar. But there is a slight form break there.
So this was pretty much a standard routine. It had all the requirements necessary. And like you said, Bart, all I saw were a few small form deductions.
Really nice style here. Layout into the pike double back. And watch her fight that landing.
And here comes Kim's score, a 9-9-3-7. And Kim's parents, Clarice and David, in the stands. And Kim Zemesco is in first place after 2 rotations. Boginskaya now has moved to second from fourth. Bontas in third. Okino of the United States in fourth, and Shannon Miller seventh. We'll be back as Kim Zemesco tries to become the first American to win the all-around gold medal at the World Gymnastics Championships. The women's individual all-around competition. Kathy, we're halfway through the competition, and Kim Zameskel's in first place.
Well, Gary, I think we've stressed enough the importance of sticking landings here, and Kim is doing just that. Boganskaya is moving to a very high-scoring event for her, and Betty Okino is going to the floor exercise, where in terms of difficulty, she's a little weak, so it might be hard for her to move up.
Betty Okino with her coach, Bella Caroli. Let's go back and see how Betty began her gymnastics career. When she was very young, Betty Okino loved to dance, and she was good. With her big brother, Eddie, as her partner, Betty performed all over local parades and school homecomings, wearing bright costumes and full makeup. But Betty had another love, gymnastics, and when time came to choose between the gym and the stage, she didn't hesitate.
My dream ever since I started in gymnastics was to sort of follow in Mary Lou's footsteps and Nadia's footsteps and win the Olympics like they did.
2 years ago, her love brought her to Houston to train with Bella Caroli. She's become good friends with the other girls there, but she is closest to her grandmother, who moved to Houston last year to take care of her. During the summer, 69-year-old Anna Matei cooked the meals at the ranch.
She means a lot to me because if it wasn't for her, I don't know if I would have made it through this past year because I've had a lot of injuries and she helped me get through those too. And also the workouts and everything has gotten harder since the 92 Olympics are closer and closer and the World Championships are just around the corner. So it's gotten tougher, and I needed somebody here with me.
At home in Elmhurst, Illinois, her absence is felt by Eddie, now 18, 8-year-old Gloria, and of course her parents, especially her mother, a Romanian, who moved here with her Ugandan husband when Betty was only 1. They talk on the phone sometimes 3 times a day.
Sometimes it's just like to hear each other's breath. I don't feel a material sacrifice as big as you feel the emotional. The feeling that you're away from your child is not easy to handle.
Still, for now at least, the separation goes on so that Betty can continue to follow her dreams.
I want to be thought of as different. I want to be thought of as my own person and different. I want to stand out in a good way when they think about me.
Betty Okino, now the floor exercise.
And as I mentioned earlier, in terms of difficulties, this is probably her weakest event. She opens with a pike double back, which many of the gymnasts are ending their routine with. Fortunately, it was done with very nice form. See how expressive she is with her face during the dance. Nice triple turn. Under middle tumbling run. A whip back through to a double twist. Very nice music selection, showing change of pace. Final tumbling pass is a double back in tucked position. Nice landing. Betty is competing extremely well, though she lacks some of the difficulty necessary to be in the top 3.